Well, hello, YouTube, X, Twitch, Facebook, LinkedIn. My name is Frank Lavinia. You can catch me at the following URLs. Actually, you can catch me tomorrow at GTC DC. This will be my first GTC or NVIDIA event, and I'm really excited about it. And today, let's have a little bit more fun with the NVIDIA Spark. I'm going to share the entire screen. Actually, first I'm going to show you my dashboard. So I'm not quite sure why, but it looks like, oh, no, it's down now. Okay, that's interesting. So let's go and let's kick off a terminal and make this a little more viewable. There we go. A little more viewable. So now what we're going to do is I pulled down earlier a model. Let me replace screen sharing with my terminal. There we go. So I'm going to, if you go to Olama, I pulled this down, list. So I have that there. So now I'm going to say Olama. And I know that there is a web UI, but sometimes I just want to test it out. Olama run. And that's the model I'm going to run. I'm going to run GPT-OSS 120B. And while we wait for that, we should be able to see this go up. Yep, and it did. So now I'm at basically the entire memory. And the last time I saw it get up that high, it actually kind of crashed out on me. So nothing quite like a live demo, right? Oh, there it is. It's running. So let me know what you want me to ask it, but I'm going to ask it what does GTX in stand for? So you'll see now it's actually doing the thinking, but here's the actual thing. The inference is actually respectably fast. I mean, I really don't understand what the a lot of the complaining is about, but such is life. I believe /clear. Yeah. /clear. We'll clear that out, and we can ask it another question. But what's interesting to see, actually, let me switch over, and you can see the utilization kind of in real time. Replace screen sharing. You know what? I'm going to live dangerously. I'm going to share the entire screen. I know, right? So you'll be able to see the terminal and this at the same time. So what does the Fox say? Nah, can't type that. Could have been worse. Could have made a much worse typo. And you'll see the utilization spike up. Cha, 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 cha. Uh-oh, did we get stuck in a loop? There we go. You'll see GPU utilization is high. I am pretty up there on the thing, and now it's back to 0 because it's done. All right. Who is there you go. Norwegian comedy, and basically that's it. So if I wanted to pull down another model, I would need to know the name of the model.
Hey, do you want to cook the ingredients for lasagna, like noodles and eggplant, while I go get the boys?
All right, so let's pull down this. So I would want to pull down, let's see, pull down that. And that'll be DeepSeek R1 at 70 billion. All right, and I can say buy, llama pull, and now I'm going to paste that in. And now you're going to see it's going to download that. It's going to take 5 minutes, but I figured it'd be kind of cool to show some experimenting with this. Figured why not have a little fun on the eve of GTC. What's interesting to see is how flexible the machine is. I did try to do remote desktop into it, and things got a little, well, things got a little weird. Again, I'm a Windows guy trying to make his way in a Linux world. So a lot of my frame of thinking is kind of Windows-ish. And now that we're post Windows 10 apocalypse, it's kind of like it's over, right? I need to find a new, I need to hang my hat somewhere else. But yeah, so it's pretty cool. I have the Spark set up over there. It didn't get too hot. I was doing a, oh, it is kind of warm. I was doing the multi-agent demo earlier, and things did get a little warm. But hang on one second. All right. Never fails. Never fails. Whenever I'm started like a live stream or whatever or a call, suddenly everybody wants to talk to me, including the dog. Including the dogs. Anyway, so it's still pulling down. I can share the screen here, share my terminal. And yeah, there it is. In case you're wondering, I did name the machine Proteus, and if you're a fan of the Expanse novels and books, you'll probably get the reference. But if you're not, it is a experimental warship based on alien tech, and that's basically in keeping with what Andy Leonard and I do about naming our machines after things in the Expanse. That's kind of where that came from. So that is going to take another 3 minutes, and you probably don't want to hear me just talking for 3 minutes about it. But tomorrow is the GTC conference in DC. I will be there at the Red Hat booth. I will also be checking out the keynote. I'm not really sure from where though. If you follow Maria of, I shouldn't tell everyone this, honestly. I shouldn't be telling anyone this like at all because every person that enters, my odds slightly get worse. But YouTuber from Python Simplified, I think is her channel. Hang on. There we go. I'll share my tab. This lady, Maria, has some awesome stuff. She's doing a giveaway.
Hello, everyone.
A 4080. And all you have to do is take a selfie of yourself watching the keynote live or recorded. And that has to be done at a certain time. You have to live within either Canada, the US, or the European Union. Otherwise, you won't be able to do it. But I highly recommend you check that out. So she basically 4080, just for those scoring at home. Let's see what the specs are on the 4080. 4080 is $1,000 graphics card. No, wait, what? There we go. Let's go here. Oh, so it's 500. No, wait. Ooh, I totally need coffee today. Here we go. It's $1,000 graphics card. Well, that's renewed, so it's probably more new. Anyway, looks like a solid graphics card. I would definitely be very happy to have one, even though I've got the Spark. You can never have too much compute. You can be too rich, too thin, or have too much compute, right? So lots of cool stuff. Is that download done? No, another 90 seconds. But anyway, I figured I would share that off. If you're interested, let's give this a shot. See if I can remote desktop into it. Will it let me do that again? Login failed. Let's see if we do this. You're not seeing me type it. Yep, it worked. There we go. So let me share this screen. I will share. Now, I'm no Linux expert. So I did manage to get remote desktop working, but it's using a different desktop environment, which I can probably troubleshoot and figure it out. But basically, oh, it's not spawning in this window. It's spawning over there. That's funny. That's funny. All right. So clearly this Padawan has much to learn about Linux. Clearly. All right. So now we're 9 seconds away from the download finishing. Let's give it a go. Let me put myself over here and we'll see it's almost done. Yep, it's doing the checksums and all that, pulling the associated files. And we'll see it runs pretty well, actually. And well, this is taking longer than expected. So let me know in the comments, do you have a DGX Spark? Do you want a DGX Spark? Are you questioning the usefulness of the DGX Spark? I know there's a lot of people hating on it for a number of reasons. So now, so I do Olama list, you'll see I have two models. So I'm going to say Olama run. And it's going to load this into memory. Speaking of memory, let's take a look at what the dashboard. DGX dashboard says. Stop sharing. DGX dashboard. As you see, that's going to go up. I'm still waiting at the prompt though. That's interesting. It's still doing the loading bit. So my goal is really to just put this machine through its paces to kind of see, like, you know, is it worth it? Do I want to keep it? I did buy it from Micro Center, so I still do have a certain window. I'm hoping at the show they'll have a couple there, and I can ask folks questions about the device and whatnot, and you know, also some other information. And it is ready, boys and girls. Artificial intelligences of sentience. There we go, right there. So should we ask it, how do you make lasagna? This is very relevant to what my wife asked me to do. And right now we'll see it's doing the thinking there. So you see, the inference isn't that bad. I mean, I can understand why people would be a little wonky about it, but I think people are making a bigger deal of it than it is. We'll see my GPU utilization is in the high 90s, and you'll see that it is about to finish. And what you're seeing here is the notion of the thinking or the chain of thought, right? Where it's going through and it's basically thinking out loud what it needs to do. This is that COT or chain of thought reasoning. It's pretty interesting, actually. One of the things I did notice about my past was I only have Expo. I was trying to be a team player and signed up to work the booth. So I don't have an actual pass for the event. Although Robbie, shout out to you, Robbie, who's largely responsible for me convincing the wife that I needed one of these, that I can upgrade my pass. Can't do it on the website, but maybe I can do it in person. We'll see. But I'm really looking forward to this, checking it out. So you see it's still doing the thinking, and then you'll see it'll kind of do this. And oh, what in the world? Oh, okay. Replace screen sharing with my window. No? It won't let me share my screen. Stop screen sharing. Start screen sharing again. There we go. That's strange. So it's going through, it's thinking about this. So it does a pretty, I can see now where people are complaining about the inference speeds being kind of slow. But then again, that's not really what this is built for. This does have a very specific use cases around basically being your own private lab, not necessarily to be an inference server. One of the things I want to do is I want to do some quantization on this. So take this 70B model, do some maybe get it down to a smaller form factor so it'll fit on this video card. This is one of my, this was the Republic of Gamers PC that I got. It runs an NVIDIA video card, but not that much memory. And then one of the things I might do, everything I talk about is NVIDIA, but I also want to, hold out the possibility that AMD also has some interesting hardware here. And I would also like to test that out too. So if anyone wants to, I pretty much have burned through the goodwill with the wife. But if anyone wants to send me a demo unit, call me. And it's still thinking. So this is going to be thinking for a while. I can feel the temperature in the office just went up. When I did start all this, it was 73 degrees. Now it's 74.3. I don't remember what the decimal was, but it definitely is getting, let's check it out. Oh yeah, that thing is hot. I'll burn my hand if I keep it on there too long. Hey, but who needs heat when you have GPUs, right? I also have the window open, which is why I have the kind of the film noir type look going on. All I need to do is turn the black and white filter and I'll look like a detective movie from the 30s. And here you go. Now that it's done thinking, it's coming up with a formalized thing. I do find it interesting. This is how you see a lot of models kind of function this way, where they kind of do the thinking out loud, so to speak, to go through the steps. Some people call that reasoning. Some people think it's just, it's just basically producing text that it can kind of go back and refer to and summarize and kind of adjust. I have a lot of questions about kind of how this works. Yeah, so with that in mind, I'm going to end the stream and get cooking on the lasagna. Hopefully I'll be able to use this this recipe. Enjoying your home. I don't want vegetarian lasagna. All right. Well, no, I don't want buy. There we go. So there it is. There is that ran entirely locally, entirely over there, and I think it's an interesting time to be alive, where you can kind of do that and not just run it, but run in your house. And it wasn't that long ago. It was just 3 years ago, next month, that world really became aware of ChatGPT and all of that. Very interesting. So with that in mind, I got to go. I hear some commotion upstairs. If you're going to be at GTC this week, let me know. I'll be there. And I'm not, I live around here, so it's not like I'm traveling. Thankfully, I wouldn't not want to be traveling by air anyway. With that in mind, I'm going to end the stream. Have a good one.